What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and here we have some of the most popular characters and the coolest looking characters in all of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. It is the 2099 characters. Included in that, we have the four that you see here. Electro 2099, Hulk 2099, Spider-Man 2099, and I don't know if I said Venom 2099 or Electro, but either way. There is one other member of the 2099 crew, and that is Goblin 2099. These are the four characters everybody is probably going to have right now at this moment. Hulk 2099 is a part of the Out of Time pack, which is part of a DLC that's coming with the season pass or by itself. But the only way you unlock the Out of Time pack is if you pre-ordered the deluxe edition from Gamestop. Everybody else does not have it quite yet. I don't know about Europe or anywhere like that, but all of these characters you're basically going to unlock through the standard gameplay of the game. You're going to unlock Goblin, Venom, and Spider-Man as part of one of the chapters, Symbiote Infestation, I believe. So under levels, it is, Symbiote Surprise. Actually, Goblin 2099 you'll probably unlock earlier in the game. You have to chase him down with Vulture, I believe. So let's take a look at each character individually. Now, Venom 2099, probably my favorite of the group. I love his face. I think he looks pretty awesome. You know, he does basically all the things that you would expect Venom to do. And yeah, so love Venom 2099. I'll do another video kind of featuring him at some point, but yeah, he looks awesome. I love his suit. I love his face. I feel like I'm going to use his face on any custom characters I use. So this is his character card, Venom 2099. Lots of abilities. I'll read those when I do an individual. Well, no, we'll do them now. Toxic gas protection, grapple lift, enhanced senses, acrobat, toxic goo, hyper jump, tightrope, target, double rope handle, single rope handle, and wall climbing. Lots of really cool things that you could do. Kron Stone is the dangerous half-brother of Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099. After hurting Punisher 2099's family, Kron was badly injured by Punisher 2099 and thrown into a sewer. His body brushed against the symbiote that was lying dormant, and the two bonded to become the fearsome Venom 2099, the enemy of Spider-Man 2099. So he first showed up in 1995 in number 35 of Spider-Man 2099. So there you have it, the half-brother of Miguel O'Hara. That is an interesting take on it. We also have Electro 2099. I love this character. You're going to do this in a boss battle just before you actually head into... I thought there was a purple stud there. Just before you head into Symbiote Surprise, it starts right here, and then you have to follow some paths to get to it. So this is one of the characters I think I use the most, especially for electrical stuff, because you don't have to charge him up. Like with Thor, you have to like let him do his big calling of the thunder with his hammer. Same thing with Jane Foster and Beta Ray Bill. With Electro, either version, classic or 2099, he just goes straight into electrical mode. There are other characters that do it, but I don't know what it is, man. I really love his costume. This is really a cool character. Not one I even remotely thought I would like, but he's got just such a cool look, and I'm into it. So there you have Electro 2099. I don't think we did his card. So he has all these cool abilities, you know, toxic, goo and gas, flight, electricity protection, jump, or hyper jump, beam deflect, target, and technology. No alias. Electro 2099 is in fact an android with the power matching his name. A member of the 2099 Sinister Six, it has been recruited along with its fellow members into the Fist, an offshoot of the evil organization of the Hand, and brought back in time. Spider-Man 29 Volume 3, number 11, 2016. So this is a newer version of the character, not from the original 2099 storyline. So next up we have Goblin 2099, and he's okay. He's popped up in some video games before. There's even an action figure of him. He was like a Build-A-Figure in a Marvel Legends wave or something like that. I mean, he's alright. He's basically no different than, any other flying character. We can go into here, and we'll look at his card. Unknown name. He does toxic goo, toxic gas, flight, dig, heat, stealth. I didn't realize that. Target, technology, and vine cut. A rabble rouser from Nueva York, Goblin has hoped to take over from Spider-Man as the city's defender, resorting to underhanded means if necessary. He has no superpowers, but instead wears an ability-enhancing suit and relies on technology and gadgets to achieve his ends. 2099 Spider-Man number 36 in 1995 as Goblin. So, how does he turn invisible?
Another wonderful day in
So, I'm not quite sure how he goes invisible. Oops. Yeah, he's not going invisible, so I don't really know. Usually you just press circle and they'll go invisible. But he just throws that little grenade bad boy, so I don't know if that's a glitch or what's going on. But he does not seem to go invisible for me. Before we get to the main event, let's go down to the Out of Time pack, and we have Hulk 2099.
Is that right?
And he is an awesome looking character. Obviously he does the hyper jump and elbow drop. So there he is. He's more of like a lizard kind of thing. Got like this Blanca thing going on, this spine, and definitely a really cool character. I think a lot of people are really gonna like. So look at his card. He is John Eisenhart. So he does wall climbing. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Toxic goo, toxic gas, dig, smash walls, fire protection, hyper jump, strength, vine cut, and wall climbing. Interesting. We'll check that out. In 2099, John Eisenhart was a movie studio dealmaker who had been sent to secure the story rights of a cult called the Knights of Banner, who were secretly experimenting with gamma radiation in order to create a new Hulk. Eisenhart reported this to the police, but was caught in the blast when their device was accidentally discharged, becoming the Hulk himself. 1993, 2099 Unlimited, number uno. So let's actually see him.
If the people from the past thought the future would have more space.
Of course.
Hey, you got a sec?
Gotta find.
Could use a hand with something.
Of course, all the buildings here are not the type that are like made for wall climbing, so we're gonna see if maybe we can climb the walls over here.
Thanks again for breaking us out of that old
There we
shack.
go.
It wouldn't have been
All right,
so bad
so he
in
does
there if
actually
they'd at least
climb
had a
walls.
TV.
That was
I wonder
definitely
if the
news
weather's
to
any
me.
today.
So
Is that right?
cool. Well, last but not least, we have Miguel O'Hare. We have the Spider-Man of 2099, and he does. You are able to play him in the story with Symbiote Surprise. So he looks awesome. Cool seeing him in a game that's not like Shattered Dimension or something like that. It's cool seeing a Lego version of him. I think for those of us that play Marvel Heroes, I think we've been asking for this costume for years.
Saw you on the vid.
He
Love the good work.
does web swing, but it's weird. He doesn't want to web swing to start. Like, it's always a challenge to get him
Could use a
to
hand with
web
something.
swing for some weird
Apparently,
reason.
there's some shady kidnapping rackets going on.
Because he also like kind of glides. So he's kind of got like this glide effect.
Busy, busy, busy.
And obviously he shoots. He's got like claws. So there's that. He must do dig. So let's look at his card. And we have Spider-Man 2099. Grapple, Enhanced Senses, Dig, Acrobat, Hyper Jump, Tightrope, Target, Technology, Double Rope, Single Rope, Wall Climbing, Vine Cut. Yeah, so there you go. Unhappy with testing on human subjects, Miguel O'Hara quit his post as a scientist for Alchemex. Angry, Alchemex, his vice president, poisoned Miguel, hoping to force him to continue to work. Desperate to cure himself, Miguel has rewritten his genetic code, but the process was sabotaged, leaving Miguel with spider-like powers. Debuted in 1992. So there he is, got that little spider lady mane, if you will, from Lego Worlds. So those are your 5 2099 characters. There were lots of other 2099 characters that would have been awesome to include here, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's kind of cool that they were able to get, you know, the 5 in that they did, even though Hulk is part of the DLC. And there they are over here. So I mean, Electro I think is the one that surprises me. No Punisher in this game at all. Punisher 2099, even though he's referenced, would have been cool. Ghost Rider 2099 would have been cool. Moon Knight 2099. There's a lot of really cool characters. Deadpool had his own run of 2099. Obviously, they're staying away from those type of characters, so I totally get it. But, you know, there's a lot of 2099 characters out there, you know. It would have been cool to see some more. Are there any 2099 characters that are missing that you would have liked to have seen? I mean, Doom 2099 comes to my mind as well. But yeah, hey, we got 5 of them, and that's pretty good. So those are the 2099 characters that you can unlock in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Which one's your favorite? Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you. Haha, you thought I forgot. I almost forgot. Captain America 2099, also part of the story. I'm playing on Xbox One because that's where I have Hulk 2099, and I almost forgot that I had not unlocked her. I very specifically did quests and stuff here in Nueva York, because I planned on including her in the video. So Captain America 2099 is Roberta Mendez, and her husband is a scientist at Alchemex, and she does not know she's Captain America at first. There's like trigger words. It's part of her quest to unlock her too. They do a really good job of kind of, you know, giving a synopsis of what she's all about in that quest. Her abilities, she's got shield lift, beam deflect, flight, acrobat, shield mode, and shield switch. She was forcefully subjected to the super soldier serum by her husband and became the leader of Alchemex's Avengers under the codename Captain America. Her abilities match those of Steve Rogers. However, unlike Steve, Roberta is unknowing of her Captain America persona. So she's got the Falcon wings, which is kind of cool. Love her shield. She crashes in the fetal position. Love her shield. So for reals this time, that is the 6 characters of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 that are from the 2099 verse. There's been essentially, I mean, there's 2 different eras, if you will. There's the more recent storylines and then the originals from the early 90s when it was a little edgier. So officially we're done. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and now that we have Captain America 2099, unless there's somebody else I missed, we'll see ya.